Welcome to Paranormal or Reality. On today's video, we explore the most haunted places in America, Part 2. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let's begin.
Would you believe there's a bridge in Scotland where dogs mysteriously leap to their deaths, all from the exact same spot? The locals call it something far more sinister. The Overtoun Bridge stands eerily beautiful in Dumbarton, Scotland, its ancient stone archways hiding dark secrets beneath. Since the 1950s, this seemingly peaceful crossing has witnessed over 50 dogs inexplicably jumping to their fate, each choosing the same precise location between the final two parapets on the right-hand side. Even more chilling, most of these incidents occur during clear weather, with long-nosed dog breeds like collies and retrievers being the most affected. What makes this phenomenon truly haunting is that many of the surviving dogs have attempted to jump again immediately after being rescued. Local legends speak of a thin veil between worlds at this location, where Celtic myths tell of a bridge demon that feeds on innocent souls. Paranormal investigators have documented unusual electromagnetic readings, while psychics report overwhelming feelings of despair and confusion in the exact spot where the dogs jump. But perhaps most disturbing of all is the bridge's effect on humans. Visitors often report an inexplicable urge to peer over the edge, with some describing a mysterious pulling sensation that draws them closer to the fatal drop. What dark force lurks beneath the Overtoun Bridge? And could you resist its deadly call? Would you dare patrol an abandoned German military base where footsteps echo through empty halls and shadows move on their own? What lurks in Babenhausen Barracks will make you question reality. The night shift at Babenhausen Barracks was never meant for the faint of heart. Through its cold corridors, security guards reported mysterious voices speaking in German. Though the building stood empty, light switches clicked on and off without explanation, while unseen hands pulled at visitors' clothes in the darkness. The former military base held secrets darker than anyone imagined. In 1945, this site served as more than just barracks. Witnesses described screams echoing through the grounds late at night, and records suggested an execution site operated here during World War II. But the true horror remained hidden until one winter night, when fresh boot prints appeared in decades-old dust, leading straight into a solid wall. Archaeological excavation later revealed a mass grave of forgotten soldiers beneath the foundation, their spirits still marching through the halls they once walked in life. Today, the paranormal activity continues unabated. Security cameras capture unexplainable shadows, while motion sensors trigger in empty rooms. Some say the dead soldiers are still fighting their last battle, trapped between two worlds. What would you do if you heard ghostly footsteps following you through these haunted halls? In 1964, a thriving Indian coastal town vanished overnight, taking 1-800 souls with it, and what remained would become one of India's most haunting mysteries. A lone photographer ventures into the ruins of Dhanushkodi at sunset, his camera capturing the skeletal remains of homes where families once lived, laughed, and dreamed. The salty air carries whispers of the past through empty doorways as waves crash against the shore, an eternal reminder of nature's fury. Between crumbling walls and forgotten streets, his lens focuses on something impossible. A group of people dressed in vibrant 1960s attire, walking steadily toward the sea, their movements oddly peaceful. The photographer's heart races as he snaps photo after photo, but when he reviews the images later that night, his blood runs cold. Where there should be clear figures, only translucent silhouettes appear, slowly fading into the waves like morning mist. The same waters that claim their lives that fateful night seem to beckon them still as they reenact their final moments in an endless cycle. Local fishermen refuse to approach these shores after dark, claiming the lost souls of Dhanushkodi still search for their way home. What would you do if you encountered these ghostly remnants of a town frozen in time?
Make sure to like and subscribe. If you have any stories you would like to share with us, our email is in the description. Let's continue.
Would you enter a school where even taxi drivers refuse to drive past after dark? At Hong Kong's abandoned Tat Tak school, a chilling presence awaits those brave enough to venture inside. The story begins with a security guard making his final rounds at midnight, his flashlight beam cutting through the darkness of the empty hallways. The beam catches a classroom mirror, revealing something that freezes his blood, a woman in a red dress standing silently behind him. He spins around to find nothing there, his heart pounding in his chest. As he continues his patrol, every mirror he passes shows the same haunting figure, each time appearing closer than before. The woman's face grows clearer, pale, emotionless, wearing the traditional red dress of Chinese vengeful spirits. Local legend speaks of a teacher who ended her life within these walls, her restless spirit now trapped in the school's mirrors, waiting for unsuspecting visitors. The guard reaches the final mirror at the end of the corridor. There she stands, mere inches behind him, her face now perfectly clear. Her eyes meet his in the reflection, and her lips slowly curl into a smile. This is the last thing the guard remembers before the darkness takes him. Have you ever looked in a mirror and seen something that shouldn't be there? Behind 1,000 doors in Indonesia's most haunted building, something watches and waits. And today we'll discover why tourists keep disappearing in its corridors. Lawang Sewu stands as a silent sentinel in Semarang, its colonial architecture masking a dark history that began as the Dutch East Indies Railway headquarters. During World War II, the Japanese military transformed its basement into a prison where countless souls met their end through brutal executions. The building earned its name, meaning 1,000 doors, from its endless maze of portals and passageways that seem to lead nowhere. Local legend speaks of a young tourist who ventured deep into the forbidden basement, drawn by mysterious footsteps echoing through the halls. As she reached for an ancient door handle, the air grew thick with an unexplainable dread. A headless figure materialized before her, its spectral form hovering in the dim light. When she turned to flee, her blood ran cold. Every door had vanished, leaving only solid walls in their place. Security guards found her hours later, but she was never the same. Today, visitors report hearing phantom footsteps, glimpsing headless spirits, and feeling an overwhelming sense of being watched. Some say the building's 1,000 doors are portals, not just to other rooms, but to something far more sinister. What darkness would you find behind door number 1? Would you enter a haunted hotel where headless priests still roam the halls and ghostly figures appear only through your camera lens? The mystery of the Diplomat Hotel is about to become darker. A young content creator ventures into Baguio City's infamous Diplomat Hotel just as the sun begins to set. Armed with nothing but a smartphone, they carefully step through the crumbling doorway of what was once a peaceful Dominican retreat. The phone's screen reveals what the naked eye cannot see. Dark figures in religious robes gliding silently through the decaying corridors. As shadows lengthen across the worn marble floors, the phantoms seem to beckon, leading deeper into the building's heart. Each attempt to glimpse these entities directly proves futile. They exist only in the digital realm of the camera screen. Following their ethereal guides, our explorer discovers a hidden chamber untouched since World War II. Here, beneath decades of dust, lies evidence of unspeakable wartime atrocities, proof of the horror that transformed this sacred place into a tomb. The walls hold memories of prayers turned to screams, when Japanese soldiers brutally executed refugees and priests who sought sanctuary. Now the headless spirits of those lost souls continue their eternal vigil, appearing only to those brave or foolish enough to record their presence. What secrets would the ghosts of the Diplomat Hotel reveal to you?
Thanks for tuning in. Watch another video if you dare.